You know, it's interesting, isn't it? How we think about legacies, about the mark we leave on the world, what we do that truly makes a difference, even after we're gone. It's a question that I think about a lot. And sometimes the most powerful answers, I think, come from the simplest, most genuine stories.
Absolutely. Those everyday stories, the ones that might seem small at the time.
Right.
Often those are the ones that hold the greatest impact.
And that's what's so compelling about the Like Knox Foundation. It's not just, a name or a plaque.
Right.
It's a living, breathing tribute to this, to this extraordinary young man named Knoxy.
He really was something special.
Yeah. And his life, it was just filled with this infectious joy, this kindness.
Right. And that really comes through when you read about him, even just on the foundation's website.
Yeah, absolutely.
They talk about how much he loved life, how he embraced life with a love for adventure.
And that really captures his spirit, doesn't it?
Totally.
Yeah.
It makes you want to get out there and live life to the fullest, just like he did.
Yeah. And, he was into all the things you'd expect. I mean, he loved basketball, collecting shoes and cards.
Right. A typical kid in a lot of ways.
Exactly. Hanging out with friends, just being a kid.
Yeah, totally.
But there was this other side to him, this depth that really shone through in everything he did.
You could tell he had a big heart, even from a young age.
It's true. And his parents, his brother, they all talk about his empathy, his genuine care for the people around him.
It's like he had this innate ability to make everyone feel seen and valued.
And it's so important, right? Because it wasn't just about, having fun for Knox. It was about making sure everyone else was included, everyone else felt valued.
Exactly. And that's what's so amazing to me. They describe him as this natural leader, but not in the, traditional sense.
Right.
It was just his everyday actions, making sure no one felt left out, always putting friendship first. That's real leadership, isn't it?
It really is. It makes you think
it does.
That we all have that potential, don't we?
Oh, absolutely.
To be that kind of leader, to make a difference just by being ourselves.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be these grand gestures. Yeah. It's the small, everyday things that often matter most.
Right.
A smile, a listening ear, a helping hand.
And that's what Knox showed us, I think.
Absolutely. He lived it, and that's a powerful legacy.
And that's what the foundation is all about, carrying that legacy forward, wouldn't you say?
100%. Yeah. Taking that spirit and using it to make a real difference in the lives of other young people.
Exactly. And that's what I think is so amazing about this foundation, right? Yeah. It's not just about remembering Knox.
Right.
They're taking this incredible story, this spirit of his, and they're turning it into something that actually makes a difference.
Absolutely.
In the lives of other young people,
It's about taking that grief, that loss, and turning it into something positive.
Yeah.
Channeling it into a force for good.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I love that. So how does it actually work? What do they actually do?
They have these two main ways they provide support.
Okay.
First one is they give financial aid to students.
Okay.
So they can be in extracurricular activities.
Got it.
So think,
Sports, arts,
clubs. Yeah. All those things that help kids kind of explore what they're passionate about.
Absolutely, yeah.
Develop new skills.
It's huge, right?
It's huge because it really does remove those financial barriers that unfortunately can hold some kids back.
Right, exactly.
It makes sure that everyone has those opportunities no matter, their background or anything like that.
Right. Everyone deserves a chance to,
exactly
explore and grow.
Exactly. To find their thing,
Exactly. And then the other thing, you said they have two main.
The second thing is college scholarships.
Oh, wow.
For graduating seniors.
Amazing.
Yeah. Which is really cool because it's investing in these kids' futures,
Long term.
Long term, exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and it's not just about who has the best grades.
Right. Yeah, the kindness.
The leadership.
Leadership, right.
That desire to make a difference.
It's about the whole person.
The whole person, exactly.
Right, which I think is amazing.
Just like Knox, he didn't just see a part of somebody, he saw the whole person.
And I love that part of it too. That it's the nominations for it come from.
Oh, yeah. That's a really cool part of it.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
It's the teachers, the coaches, the mentors.
People who know.
People who are with these kids every day.
Every day, yeah.
And see them, in action.
See who they really are, not just a test score.
Yeah. And they're the ones who get to nominate.
Wow, that's really cool.
The students that they think are really deserving.
That is really neat.
It's such a great way to recognize the impact that these young people are already having on those around them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And of course, you know, none of this is possible without funding.
Right.
It always comes back to that, doesn't it?
It does, unfortunately. Nonprofits need that support to do what they do.
To make it all happen.
Exactly.
And the Like Knox Foundation, they've got some, I think, really creative approaches to this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not just, holding out their hand and saying, please donate.
Right, right.
It's more about like creating these opportunities for people to connect, have fun,
right,
and really be a part of something meaningful,
It's about community, isn't it?
Totally.
Keeping Knox's spirit alive by bringing people together around these shared values.
Yeah, and they've got, they have this kindness dribbles on basketball tournament.
Oh, how cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like so perfect.
It's so perfect.
Because he loved basketball.
Yeah, we'll get it back to him.
Yeah.
Love that.
And it brings people together from all walks of life.
It's great.
And then they have this other thing, the Bear Invitational.
Oh, wow.
Which is a golf tournament.
Okay.
So they're clearly branching out, right.
Different audience, yeah.
Yeah. But beyond these like big events, the thing that I thought was really interesting was their partnership with Ortho.i.
Oh, interesting.
Because it shows, I don't know, it shows that they're thinking strategically.
Absolutely. Yeah.
About this.
It's a really smart move, I think, for nonprofits to partner with companies. Yeah. It can be such a win-win,
Absolutely.
The company gets to
support a good cause.
Support a good cause.
Yeah.
Align themselves with something positive,
right?
And then the nonprofit gets access to
their resources,
their expertise.
And it made me think, speaking of resources, that support comes in so many forms, right?
Absolutely.
It's not always about writing a big check.
It's not, yeah.
There are so many ways to contribute.
Volunteering your time. Just spreading the word.
Exactly.
Talking about the organization, telling your friends.
And I think that's...
sharing their posts on social media.
Right, exactly.
All of that makes a difference.
And it really brings us back to, Knox's story, which is that...
Yeah.
We all have the power.
We do.
To make a difference.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be...
It doesn't have to be huge.
This big, huge thing.
Yeah, just small acts of kindness.
Right. And those little things, they can have a ripple effect.
They really can.
And inspire others and
It's like that saying, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes, exactly.
It starts with each of us.
So... as you go about your day-to-day, think about that a little bit, right? Think about how you can...
embody that.
Embody that hashtag LLKD spirit.
Love it.
Yeah, and if you want to learn more about the Like Knox Foundation, get involved.
Yeah.
Or just see, what they're all about.
Yeah.
You can find them online.
They've got a great website.
They do.
Social media presence as well.
Yeah, we'll be sure to link to those in the show notes.
Sounds good.
This has been... I found this really inspiring.
Me too. It's it's a testament to the power of one life to touch so many others.
Absolutely.
And to the difference that we can all make
every
single day.